We're live. Hello. Hi everybody, Lorrie Rappy here. We're live, or I should say I'm live. Hi Shauna, thanks for being here. I'm here in my kitchen. I'm so excited about today's Facebook Live. It's just me solo, so I appreciate any comments and interaction. That'll be awesome. Oh, thank you, Shauna. Thanks, Jake. I am so excited about today. I've been getting everything prepped and ready. As you can see, I'm here in my kitchen, one of my favorite spots, and we're going to be doing some baking. I am going to go through things quickly because I'm still going to be super mindful of time, but I am so excited to do some birthday baking. So, oh, hi Nicole. Oh, so glad that you're here. So, I'm excited. Birthday baking. I am making two really yummy, healthy paleo desserts. So, hi Joan. Oh, thank you everybody for being here. I'm so excited. For those that are watching this recorded, I am Lorrie Rappy from Thrive Functional Wellness Center. I am the clinic director and the health coach there, and I love to cook. More importantly, I love to eat. So this is gonna be a lot of fun. The baking. So what I wanted to do today, so it is my birthday tomorrow, and it's always a great excuse to make some chocolate and some desserts. So one of my biggest role in the office is I coach and I support and I help people find healthy swaps for almost everything, whether it's their food item, their face products, I mean, you name it, we're finding healthy alternatives. So baking, desserts, we all want to have desserts. It's so, so important. And the reason why I find these healthy swaps is because we really want to decrease our sugar and our gluten in our everyday diet. It's so important and it's so easy to do. Well, hi everybody who's on. Thank you for joining me live. I'm excited to be here in my kitchen. And so through the years, I have tried lots of different recipes and I've had lots of failures, lots of them, as you can imagine. Has anybody on here tried to make like paleo brownies that had zucchini in them, or chocolate chip cookies with some really odd ingredient and it failed? Can you give me a thumbs up for any of you that tried some healthy baking and it just did not go as you hoped? I know that you've done it and you've tried. So I've been doing this for almost 30 years. And yes, thank you, Shauna, for that. And I have two of my favorite recipes that I'm going to share. So one of them is a chocolate brownie. So again, everyone who knows me knows how much I love my chocolate. So best chocolate brownie I've had. It is amazing. I would eat this over a regular brownie. It is that good, so moist. So, but what I'm gonna make first is these macadamia white chocolate chip cookies. Who doesn't think that sounds absolutely delicious? And I know some people on here have actually tried them as well. Just as a disclaimer, a couple things. I have a lot of products in front of me, and I'm not endorsed by any of the products. These are just literally what I use at home. Oh, thank you, Shauna. Yes, I got to share those with you on your birthday. So that's the first thing about all the products. These are just products that I use, I enjoy. You can find your own version of the product. So that's super important. And again, we're trying to reduce the amount of sugar and gluten because the issues that it causes in our body, whether it's diabetes, whether it's leaky gut. So we just want to avoid them. So let's make the white chocolate chip macadamia nut cookies. Again, the other disclaimer is it's not my original recipe. I did not come up with the recipe. I modified it, which is I'm kind of the queen of modifying recipes. and others in my family also modified this, so it's absolutely delicious. And it's only 6 ingredients. So as I talk about it, I'm gonna start making it, and I will go over the ingredients, and I'm gonna have this posted tomorrow, so look for that as well, because it takes 2 cups of almond flour, it takes a half a teaspoon of sea salt, 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda, coconut oil, maple syrup, oh hi Steph, and I have the white chocolate chips and the yummy macadamia nuts. So as I talk about it, I'm just gonna get started. So super, super simple recipe. And again, this is the 2 cups of almond flour. And I wanted to show you guys, I use a lot of almond flour. I get this really big one at Costco. Has anybody else tried this one from Costco? Because it is so affordable when you use as much almond flour as I do. So definitely recommend that. So I have in here, you always put in your dry ingredients, and I have my handy dandy little measuring, so it's half a teaspoon of the salt. We'll go ahead and put that in quick. And then I'm gonna do the 1/4 teaspoon of the baking soda. Okay, so those are the dry ingredients. I also wanted to show you my little measuring spoons. Oh my gosh, does anybody have these? They are so cool. Look at the magnet and how they stick. Do you just hate it how you have all of these in your drawer and then you can never find what you want? Oh my gosh, look, they're magnetized. Anyways, I love those. I just had to share. So it has those 3 dry ingredients. I am just going to stir those up, super, super simple, like that. And then we're gonna add the few wet ingredients. So I also get my coconut oil from Costco. Again, it is just, when you buy I feel like some of the little ones that I buy at the store are the same price as this big guy. And what's funny is that it's already liquid. You can tell how hot it is here. So now I'm gonna add a 1/4 cup of the coconut oil, and it does need to be melted, and in this case, it's already melted. And then the maple syrup. So when we talk about sugar, so I'm talking about the added sugars, the sucralose, the dextrose, even the white sugar. Those are the ones that are really bad for you. A lot of the paleo recipes have maple syrup, they have honey, they have other sweetening type of items. So this uses the maple syrup. So, oh, hi Steph. I am making a white chocolate chip macadamia nut cookies. It's actually a chocolate chip recipe, cookie recipe that I've modified with white chocolate chips and macadamia nuts. So I have just added almond flour, salt, baking soda, coconut oil, and maple syrup. That's it. That is literally the batter. So now you got to mix it up really good, as you guys can see there. Mixing it up. And what's cool is at this point, you can just add your chocolate chips, right? But have you guys ever tried a macadamia nut cookie? Have you? Oh my gosh, they are so good. Give me a thumbs up if you've ever tried that. It just has such a different kind of flavor. So you saw there's just a few ingredients in there, and you see how nice it mixes it up. Really easy. And I like to use this type of a spatula actually to mix it up, because then it can pull everything off the side. So at this point, like I said, you can add the chocolate chips, but I'm doing something different. I am adding white chocolate chips. I'm adding around a cup of those, and I'm just using Lily's. And again, you can use other ones, but that's what I've landed on. And then I've chopped up some macadamia nuts. These are already roasted, so I'm just gonna add those in there. And then now I'm going to mix this up really, really good. And like I said, you could just add the dark chocolate chips if you wanted to, and it's delicious. It's absolutely delicious. And so I always have another little spatula guy on hand just to help kind of take everything off the sides, and talk about an easy recipe that you can get the kids involved in, right? I think it was last week on the Facebook Live that Dr. Rappy and I did. We talked all about healthy swaps for kids. Well, trust me, you get your kids involved in making this, wow, they are gonna eat them like crazy. So it's such a nice, simple texture. Can you see that? So it's not too dry, it's not too wet. It's really a nice little texture. Okay, then what I like to do is you get out your baking dish that I've already lined with parchment paper. So I don't eat a lot of ice cream around here. So I use my ice cream scooper for my cookie to make my little cookies. Do you guys use this? Or do you guys have a little tool that you use to actually make and shape your cookies? Because I've heard lots of different things. So this is what I do. Here, those cooking shows that you watch, they make everything look so easy. I gotta tell you, it's not as easy as they make it look. But I know how yummy these are gonna be, so. Okay, so when I use the scooper, let me scoop this out of the way, scoop this up here so I can show you guys. So the key with this batter, if you guys can see it, is I really push it into the scooper. Can you guys see that? To really shape it, it is such the perfect texture. And then when I'm putting it down, I really give it a little shake. Can you guys see that on there? And then what's nice is, you know, if you don't make every cookie the same shape, you know what happens. One is undercooked, one is overcooked, and nobody likes to eat that. So I'm gonna put all of these on here, and if I hit it hard enough, they'll come out. I hope you guys can see that. And then with these, they end up this exact shape as what you have them. So I like to take a minute, I press them down, I may shape it a little bit. This one got a lot of chips in it. Oh, that's gonna be good. And then I'll push that one down, and then we'll just go ahead and do that. So do you guys use, did I see, oh, you use it, you just use a spoon, Nicole. All right, that's okay too. But what I like about this is it's just the right size. Like I said, you hit it down there. Can you guys see that? It's hard to see what's in the picture or not. And then I push it down. I can make it flatter if I want to. And what's cool is these go into a 350 oven for 12 minutes. That's it. It's that easy. And then, I mean, you know what? I have the white chocolate chips in here. You guys could put regular chocolate chips in here also. And so it's just getting this thing packed and then just filling this up and pushing them down. And again, you can have the kids, your grandkids can be involved in this too. They can help with the scooper. They can wash their hands really good and get it all nice and scooped. But when you pack it down, the more you pack it down, when you put it down on the tray and hit it, that's when everything comes out, because it's no fun when it sticks. So let me get a little bit off my hands here. And then if anybody wants to nibble on the batter, they can, because there's no egg in it. So that's how you see it. And just like the magic of TV, I have the magic of Facebook, and voila, it's been 12 minutes in the oven, and here are the cookies. Can you guys see that? Oh my gosh. So these where you think, oh my gosh, maybe that's like a little burnt, maybe she cooked it too much. No, oh my gosh. These are actually the white chocolate chips that got a little crunchy, and they are so good. Oh my gosh. And they literally come out, let's see if you guys can see that, so perfectly. They're perfect, they're yummy. You can make them smaller as long as you make them the same size. You can make them bigger. You can make one big cookie, which would be just delicious. You can make them smaller, you can make them bigger. Just make them the same size, then you'll know when they're done. They are so delicious. Who's gonna try these? And you probably have most of the ingredients. You might have to get like the macadamia nuts. For anybody that's local here, I get those at Sprouts. I do just kind of a rough chop on them, and oh, they are so good. Really, really delicious. So I'm excited to share that with you. Did you guys like that recipe? Oh, I know, Shauna, you want one of those. So, okay, that's my favorite cookie recipe. And so they are so good. I don't even know how to describe how yummy they are. So, okay, I did promise you guys a brownie recipe. Who here loves their chocolate brownies? Do you like them with nuts, without nuts, extra chocolate chips? So, you know what I should do? Well, I was gonna say for any of the local people, I could wrap these up and share them in the office tomorrow, but they probably won't last that long. Sorry, so I won't offer to do that. And it's my birthday, so I get to have as many treats as I want. That's kind of my birthday thing. Oh, Liz, I know, I love everything chocolate too. Okay. So I would do a little drum roll for this brownie. I have tried so many different brownies to the point that I stopped trying to even make a healthy brownie because it just was not good at all. Oh yes, Nicole, yeah, with or without. Sometimes I like a nice roasted walnut in my brownies. But so back to all the different brownies that I have tried over the years, they totally flopped. And then I found a secret, okay? So you guys have seen me talk about healthy swaps before. And so those cookies, yes, we made them from scratch, but my secret to the best brownie is this Simple Mills brownie mix. It is the best brownie that I have ever had, and their ingredients are so clean. It has almond flour, organic coconut sugar, chocolate chips, cocoa powder, tapioca starch, arrowroot, sea salt, baking soda. So oh, hi Susie, thanks everyone that's here joining us. So joining me, I keep saying us because I'm used to it being us. So what's important about these treats and snacks is that even though it is a healthier version, you also want to be mindful of just getting full off of something like this. It doesn't have any nutrients. It just, you know, gets you full with calories. So I just had to do that little disclaimer. So these brownies are absolutely delicious. And so for these, all you need is half a cup of butter, 2 eggs, and 3 tablespoons of water. It's that simple. And then it cooks for around 28 minutes. So just like the magic of my cookies, I'm gonna do the magic of the brownies. And oh my gosh, so on the top of these, you see those little dots? I put white chocolate chips on top to melt, and oh my gosh, they're so good. So this brownie, if you can see it, it is so moist and full of flavor. It is absolutely delicious. You would make this for your kids, for your company. Nobody would know this is a healthier version that doesn't have white sugar, white flour, cane sugar, doesn't have all of that in it. You'd be so surprised. And the Simple Mills brand, I know I've talked about they have cookies and crackers, and I love that brand a lot. I really do. And you know, I've been eating this way, gosh, I say almost 30 years, because I was diagnosed with Crohn's disease back in my 20s, and that was 30 years ago, over 30 years ago. And so I've been trying to eat healthy, reduce any sort of gluten, any gluten, sugars and all that for years. And so the fact that they have these products available now, it's amazing, absolutely amazing. But just because a little little clue here. You have to read the labels. Just because something says paleo friendly, or right now keto is huge, it's keto friendly, you still need to go to the other ingredients and read what they've added in there, because they could still add extra sugars, toxins, preservatives, glutens, and things that you don't want, because those cause a lot of health issues. I mean, gluten alone, between leaky gut, which could also do all digestive issues. We're talking bloating, constipation, depression. I have so many health issues, and so it could compromise your immune system. So it's really important to be mindful of what you're eating. So yes, today was about paleo desserts and snacks. Do I eat these every day? No. For those of you who know me, I could eat. If I had these brownies, I could eat them every day. So kind of like everybody else, and I say, don't test your willpower. So don't have these in your house all the time, because I'm telling you, you're gonna want to eat them over and over again. They're absolutely delicious. So make them, share them with your friends and family. In the office, I do the coaching and support to help people with a new lifestyle and actually show them how to apply it in their lives. So when we have our friends and family over for different occasions, if we say, okay, yes, they like crackers and cheese, yes, they like this and that, but what if you cooked an amazing paleo meal with an amazing dessert, and now maybe you can help them make a little shift in their lives. So that's why I wanted to share it with you guys. And like I said, I will have the recipe posted on our Facebook and our Instagram. But again, with the cookies, it was literally almond flour, salt, baking soda, coconut oil, maple syrup, and then the chips. So my absolute favorite. I hope you guys try it, because oh my gosh, I love it. And the other thing that you need to know about me specifically, I do love to cook. I'm not much of a baker. I'm not. I don't love following recipes. I love getting a cookbook or finding a recipe online and then modifying it the Lorrie way. And you can't do that when you're baking. You have to follow the recipe. And my best childhood friend, she is a baker. She's been baking our entire lives, and she could probably just wing it with ingredients, but I can't. So it's fun to have a good recipe to follow, and there's lots of great recipes out there. And yeah, I'm excited that you guys are here to share this with me and do a little birthday baking with me. I appreciate you joining me. And for any of you that's on here, I don't know if you have any questions about the cookies, the brownies, about trying to reduce your sugar and your gluten and your grains and all that in your everyday eating. I'm here to help. And if you have a question right now, to make them, thank you, and happy early birthday. Thank you, Shauna. I appreciate that. And now you can make them at home as well. And what's nice is these are all ingredients that you're going to use again in something else, because it's frustrating when you, oh, thanks, Nicole. Thanks for joining. It's frustrating when you go to make something, you have to buy these wild ingredients that you're never going to use. But these are all pretty standard ingredients that you can do a lot of different things with and have fun. And I hope that when you make them, that maybe you post them and tag me in them so I can see what you're making, and then maybe even do something else to it. Think about the cookies with the kids, different things that you can put in them. You know, you can even ask the kids to get involved, and what do they want to see in them. So lots of fun stuff. Oh, and one thing about being at home, I can look over there, I can see one of my cats staring at me that's outside that wants to come in. So thank you everybody for joining me. Again, it's really important to be mindful of reducing your sugar intake each day and your gluten intake. It really, really makes a difference. Actually, in the month of October, Dr. Rappy and I, in honor of Breast Cancer Awareness Month, we're going to be talking a lot on our Facebook Lives about sugar and what sugar does, the truth about sugar, how addictive it is, but more so than just talking about the negativity of it, because there's lots that you can say. We like to focus on the positive, that there is alternative. There are other things you can do, like these amazing cookies. Oh my gosh. And so again, Dr. Rappy and I, we go live every Tuesday here on our Facebook page, and I'd really appreciate it if you would join us and share the information with your friends and family. Next week, we're going to be doing a whole deep dive into self-care is not selfish, how to prioritize your self-care. Very, very important. It is National Self-Care Awareness Month as well. So we're going to be talking about that. For me, these brownies and cookies, that's a little self-care. That's a little self-care for me, a little indulgence for me. So yeah, and if there's any topics, anything that you'd want us to talk about, please send us a little message. Let us know what you want to hear about, what you'd like to learn about, because it's our goal to share all different topics and to show you that there's hope. You don't have to feel sick and tired. You don't have to have low energy every day. There is alternatives, and there's a way to really make your food taste delicious. So thank you everybody for joining and doing an early birthday for me, because now the fun part is I've got all these brownies and cookies, and maybe I'll share them and maybe I won't. We'll see. So I hope everybody has an amazing evening, and again, thank you so much for joining me today. This was a lot of fun, and like I said, that whole cooking show thing, they make it look so easy, and I think it's easier too when you have like a camera that's like on top and can view down on everything. But I think I modified things pretty well in the kitchen. So thank you again everybody, and I hope you have an amazing week, and I hope to see you here next week. Next Tuesday, 4:30, we go live every Tuesday, and we'd love to see you. Have a great night. Bye.